fucking car beat in.
Alright, I ran some fuel lines. I got them going under the coolant bottle, going inboard inside the car, running along the floor all the way to the back. You can't see because they're kind of hidden. But I was gonna do some wiring, and then I started working on these splash guards. So they were in the back of my mind for a couple weeks now, and I think they'll be cool. And they'll help out with some splash and whatnot. I never had them before, and I have the room for it. I'm just gonna use aluminum. I have a couple old sheets from when I was making my door cards. But I already made my template, and I have it just sitting around the coil, a little bit of the muffler and the brake line. It works good in cardboard. So I'm just gonna trace this over to aluminum, cut it out, and then try to form it to the metal. Follow like this inside curve and everything. And then I'll just drill and tap some holes and just run some small bolts to bolt it in. And I think when driving in the rain, it's just gonna help us keep the water splashing over everything inside. There's not really any wiring over here anyways to protect, but and the snow and salt and everything, I wanna protect that. So I think these will help. So. Alright, it's just big enough to make it, so that's cool. All right, I'm almost done. I'm quite pleased with the turnout actually. It came out pretty good. I just need to trim over this overlay right here. I already marked it. So I'm gonna pull it off, trim it, bolt it back up, and I'm gonna take my mallet and kind of just like form it. You know, once it's bolted, I'll just like hit it with a hammer and just kind of form it in, just so it sits nice and tight. I mean, I still think it's gonna splash up top here and whatnot, but I mean, every little bit helps, right? And it looks pretty cool too. And it's probably just gonna hold in a lot of heat right there next to the exhaust. So who knows? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I can just take it off, just a couple bolts. So that's nearly one side complete. The other side, I'll probably wait till next time I'm here to do that or something. The only thing I'm gonna probably do is just get all matching washes just so they match. This is just what I had laying around. I have a couple miscellaneous under washes there. Other than that, it's good to go. The driver's side should be a little bit more trickier, but this came out pretty good. I'm happy with this.
me grafiteé lo mejor.
All right, this is where I'm kind of at. I'm finally gonna get back to the wiring here. But I have all this wiring right here. It's going through the firewall. It's already tucked up nice on the engine side and everything. It's real nice. It's kind of short right here. So my plan is to hide like most of this behind the driver's seat. But it's so tight right here and I have nowhere to put this big loom. My idea is I'm gonna put it right in there somewhere. But I don't need this big bulk. Really, I just got these few wires right here that are in my hands. I just need to cut and lengthen them. I'm gonna lengthen about, I don't know, a good 2.5 feet, 2 feet. I already got some done, these right here, and I'm gonna go around this bar and underneath so I can snake them down and just follow this track here. I was gonna hide it on the inside of the sill in here where my fingers are. But to go under this like box thing, it wouldn't be bad. But then if I ever take the wiring out, I'd have to deal with all the plugs trying to fish them through there. It's a tiny spot. So I'm just gonna run it right along, you know, around top of the box here, then underneath here, behind the seat and everything. A lot of this is already done. It's just really long. A lot of it goes back under the dash. But this is what I'm doing first. I'm gonna do this, lengthen this, pull it all this way, and then I'll go back and I'll fix these. These are just a couple of sensors I gotta fix. There's like a horn, there's a MAF extension, some other stuff, starter wire, alternator wire. I think there's 302 sensors. One of them's for an AF gauge. Well, other than that, that's kind of what I'm at. This is what's been stopping me. It's really not that bad. I just gotta extend it. It just looks worse than it is. Cause it just looks pretty bad. But we'll straighten it out, and hopefully after all this, it's still a crank over and start. But because if not, I'm gonna lose my mind. You know, I'll just kind of show when I'm done. I'm not gonna film anymore. It's just literally cut and lengthening, solder, and heat shrink wrap. I'm almost out of. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Whoop! I burned my box a little bit. Yeah, no patience. I'm over here rushing. All right, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna continue.
You a writer?
Basically.